Chronicles of the Big Dog, episode 4. When I was about 19 years old at Pitt, um, this was between girlfriends. I had this old head used to come and scoop me up. He used to take me out to dinner. We go drinking, go to different bars and stuff like that. Our favorite spot was Nats/Arts. He came and scooped me up one Sunday about 6 o'clock, and we went down to Arts. I'm gonna keep going back and forth with it, just out of respect for both men. I knew them both, but we went down in the spot, and Sundays is cool. It's laid back, so it's every kind of age up in there, you know. And that's always, had the professionals and the hustlers. They had a wide variety of people in there drinking because the drinks was strong and cheap. So me and my old head, we were down there. We caught a seat, and it's rare to get a stool at the bar, but we caught it on the corner. And where we were, it was this bartender. She was tall, dark skinned chick, pretty, real pretty woman, pretty, dark skinned too. And I don't mean it like preferably dark skinned. No, I'm saying she was a dark skin, and she was beautiful, right? And she's popular. All the bartenders were popular, and they was all females except for one guy. You know what I mean? And that son was at late night though. We're a real cool dude too, but they was all pretty popular. So my old head was on her hard. Like every time we went in there, he flirted with her the whole nine. So this Sunday was. I think he struck gold because she was like always coming down there in his face, talking to him the whole nine, right? So I went to the bathroom. I came back, and it was about, we was down there till about 10:30. And he said, yo, we in, bro. We in. I said, we? He said, yeah, we in, man, because she got a friend. I need you to be my wingman. I said, bro, you know what I mean? Because look, I'm 19 and they in their, early 30s, like 30. So that, how young boys be. That's old. And it's really young. But at the time, I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, man, I ain't trying to be around no old dame. He say, she ain't. He like, yo, they ain't old, man. Bring your ass home, right? So we sat there and drank a little while longer. And she got off at 12. So we went to go get something to eat at the O and grab a 9-pack, just to go out there and chill out and drink. Well, come to find out, she lived in Belsuva. So, folks from Pittsburgh, y'all know Belsuva, how Belsuva was. You know what I mean? Just like any other area, but if they ain't know you, there's a problem, a big problem, right? So I'm like, yo, do we want to do this? Yeah, man, come on, man, I need you. So I went out there with him. We drove out there, parked in front of her house, and we gonna walk in, right? Go knock on the door. There was people out, and they looked at us, but they was like, yeah, you know what I mean? So they didn't really bother us. So we go up in the house, right? So we go in, and homegirl said, come on in. And this is about 12 o'clock we got there. 12 o'clock, 12:30. So her homegirl sitting on the couch in a blanket, right? Real cute girl, really cute girl. You know what I'm saying? And couldn't see what kind of body she had or whatever, right? But I'm like, well, look, if she had a smacked up body, I can sit down and talk to her to whatever happens. You know what I mean? My man, he was confident, that there was going to be some smashing going on. So I was like, look, I can talk to her. I said to myself, I can talk to her until he done. You know what I mean? So, We sat there, we drank the beers, and, they're laughing and joking. Then he leaned over and whispered to her, I can hear him. He said, "You, take me to your room," right? She looked at him, smiled, got up. They headed to the room, and he looked at me and said, "Yo, I'll be back," right? I said, "All right." So, like I said, I can sit there and holler at the friend, right? But the friend had this little sorrowful face, like, "Yo, what's wrong?" She's upset about something, right? And I'm like, what's the deal? What's going on? You know? Said, "Well, I had a fight with my boyfriend today, you know?" And she said, "As a matter of fact, I just got back from the hospital." I said, "For real?" I'm like, "Oh, shit, okay." I said, "But what you go to the hospital for?" "He stabbed me." I said, "He stabbed you?" I said, "What the fuck?" Right? So I said, "Where he stabbed you at?" And she opened up the blanket, and she had a big ass gash across her shoulder, bandaged up, and it was bleeding through. I was like, "What the fuck, man?" Right? And she said that, "Yeah, I just want to drink it away." I said, "Well, where he at?" Now what's going through my mind. Like, yo, I don't want no problem, and I ain't gonna have no problems like this dude because he'll get handled, right? And said he ran out the house because I called the police. I ain't seen him all day. I said, "Well, where you live?" She said, "A couple doors down." I'm like, "Oh shit." This is getting even crazier, right? So we talking some more and all this, right? So she looks at me. She said, "All I want to do is just drink my problems away. That's all I want to do. I want to forget about it for one night and all of this, right?" I said, "Okay, we could do that. I'll talk to you, whatever, I'm thinking my man he ain't gonna be that much longer, right?" Then she said, "Well, look, you can help me." And I looked at her. I said, "Help you out," right? She said, "You know how you can help me." I said, "Whoa." I said, "You got a stab wound. I mean, what?" So I'm like, "Yo, this chick, she was cute. Now, really cute." But I'm like, you got a stab wound. You know what I mean? So I'm talking to her. I said, "Yo, I'm not sure. I don't think I want to rock with that, right?" She said, "No, no, no, it's cool, it's cool." You know? And then we was talking a little more. I had a couple more beers, right? So it's in there and then shooting the shit. And she's like, "But look, what are you gonna do?" I said, "I already got my drink. You know what I mean? Now, you're a big dude. I need you to do your thing, right?" And I looked at her and said, "Okay." Right? I said, "Be careful though." So she gets up and start walking towards me, right? And she put her good hand on the seat, on the arm of the couch, and it slipped off, and she fell shoulder first into my chest, right? And I had a white shirt on, and she hit me, and she's like, started crying and all of this, and I'm not paying attention to her. I'm like, "Damn, do I got blood on my shit?" Right? So, so I picked her up and laid her on the couch, and she cried for a while, you know? And I'm like, "Damn, this is messed up." I felt sorry for her. So when she stopped crying, I tried to lighten the mood. I said, "Well, I'm going to guess that you changed your mind about that, right?" And we both started laughing and shit, right? I said, "Well, look," I gave her my number. I said, "You heal, give me a call," which she never did, but I gave him a number. Then I'm thinking more and more. I'm like, this dude stabbed her, and they live 2 doors down. So, brothers always come back to their crib after the police leave, right? So I go up the stairs. I'm knocking on the door. Boom, 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 boom. I say, "Yo." Boom, 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 boom. "Yo." "Yo, Keith, what the fuck you want, man?" I said, "Come to the door, man." Boom, 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 boom. Right? He comes to the door. He got the blanket wrapped around. He butt naked, sweating and shit. You know what I mean? And he's like, "What's up, man?" I said, yo, we got to go. I said, what? I said, yo, we got to go. I said, her girl down there with a stab wound. They live 2 doors down. And I don't know if a man coming back. And then I said, I got a knife downstairs just in case he come kick the door in or some shit, right? You know, souped it up a little bit because I was ready to get the fuck out of there. So he comes downstairs. He said, man, you ain't have to lie to me and say that she got a stab wound. I said, look at her. And the blood was soaking through the joint. So her girl was like, oh, man, I got to take you back to the... I think you popped your sutures. I got to take you back to the emergency. You know? And I'm looking at homegirl. She bleeding so much. She's swaying. And I think it was a beer. But her girl said, well, you lost too much blood. Look at you. It ain't funny, but damn, that shit is funny. So we all walked out the same time. And we left. And I said, man, I said to myself that if this is not the ultimate wingman shit, I don't know what it is. Chronicles.